All right, welcome everybody. Old Guy Jammin' here. Glad you're there. Got another speaker swap video among the hundreds of thousands that are out there. I'm putting a Creamback in my DSL because after several years of experience with many amps and many speakers, it's my opinion that the G1265 Creamback is the best speaker for the Marshall amplifier. I think those two together work really well. As I've said in the past, sometimes speakers aren't a bad speaker. You just have to find which amp they work best with. Like the G1275 is a very flat response speaker, which I didn't care for in the Marshall, but I thought it was by far the best speaker for the Mesa type amps because they have a very scooped character, and I thought the V30 just lended itself to more of that scoop, weird mid-range spiky thing that always hurt my ears, whereas when I put the G1275 in, it went away. It was more pleasant to play. Anyway, what we've got today is, and I'm going to talk just a little bit and then we're going to get into it, and I'll have more to say at the end, but this is what came out of my amp because I put it in some time ago. I think it came with a 7080, which is, in my opinion, a poor speaker. Now, does it have its place? Yes, but not in a Marshall. Looking at, and I couldn't show both of the speakers at the same time without moving the camera, and I didn't want to move anything before I did this. Literally left everything right where it was, pulled the speaker out of the cabinet, took the back off, put a new speaker in, and put it right back in without changing anything. I even left all the cords plugged in except for the power cord. But you know how the Creambacks and some of the Celestians have that plastic cover on the magnet? It makes it look big and massive, but looking at these two really closely together, you'd be hard-pressed to see any difference between the V-type speaker, which is 70 watts, and the Creamback M, I don't like the H, but the G12M, which is 65 watts. They weigh about the same. The basket is the same. The dust cap around the voice coil is the same. The surround on this is paper. The one on that is cork. Otherwise, they are very much identical when you're looking at it. However, I believe that one is better than the other. Now today, I'm not going to tell you which is which. There's going to be a duck in one of the videos, and there's not going to be a duck in the other one. I'll tell you in the comments which one is which. I want you to listen for a difference in volume, which I noticed because I'll also show you with my dB meter at the end of each clip. I'll show you what the max dB measured was. There is a volume difference between the two speakers. And then in the mix when I started also, I put the bass up higher so that it was almost starting to flarp out a little bit, and I noticed one of the speakers I thought handled that better, and I thought one of the speakers had a better overall representation of frequencies across the guitar spectrum. And then there's just the confidence and knowing in your head that you've got in your Marshall, in your amplifier, a really good quality speaker. There's something to be said for that too. That's why we buy nice things. Okay? And then at the end, I'll tell you which was which. Otherwise, it's pretty quick slam bam. Identical track, played with the Wolfgang, which is in D sharp or E flat, and dropped for that heavy stuff. And then straight into a looper this time so that we could repeat everything the same. So I'm not playing, it's running through a looper. And then just levels were such that they mixed well with what I got, and I switched over from clean to dirty channel at the appropriate time. You're going to see the Bugera PS1 attenuator in the clip, but it is not engaged. It is bypassed, and the amp was in full power mode, and I have my master on the dirty channel is up about 130, which is really important with a Marshall. You've got to get the master up above noon at least. And same thing on the clean side. Gain's below noon, the master's up above noon. And on the dirty side, the gain, again, below noon, and the master above noon, about 130. Otherwise, the settings don't matter. because we're just listening to two tones compared. Nothing changed during the making of this video. All right, check it out. All right. So, what did you think? You tell me. What did you think about the two? Do you prefer the duck or do you prefer the not duck video? Let me know in the comment section what you think. To find out which was which, you'll have to check out the comment section in this video. I'm pretty happy with the swap, and I've got a speaker for sale. Take care.